Hi, it's Mike back once again with tip number 69 from our top 100 tips, tools, and life lessons from the Insight One Awakening Heart Seminar. This is going to be the first of several tips that looks at something quite foundational in the Insight One seminar, which is about making and keeping our agreements, or keeping our word. What happens when we make agreements and keep them? And what happens when we make agreements and we don't keep them or we break our word? We say there's automatic benefits when we make and keep an agreement. Those include greater clarity, more energy, a sense of more vitality, and a growing sense of self-esteem, self-respect, self-worth, and self-confidence. When we make an agreement and we break it or don't keep it, automatically we actually get the opposite. We'll tend to get more confusion, our energy will tend to drop, and we'll have a sense of a drop in our self-worth, self-respect, self-esteem, and end up with less self-confidence and more self-doubt. Automatic benefits and prices for making and keeping our agreements or making and breaking our agreements. And one of the things we're going to explore as we move forward is the impact on our basic self. If you remember the three selves, the high self, the conscious self, and the basic self, there is a relationship particularly between the conscious self and the basic self. And the basic self is always listening. So it doesn't really matter whether you made a big agreement or a small agreement. That basic self is listening and watching all the time. And when we make and keep those agreements, we build our self-esteem, we get more self-confidence, and we make and break those agreements or don't keep them, automatically we begin to lose our self-confidence, have more self-doubt, and also notice that some of our energy begins to drop, and we have oftentimes greater confusion, because that relationship between the conscious self and the basic self has begun to get out of alignment. So thank you for watching. Check out the next couple of videos, because we're going to build off of this in terms of that relationship between the conscious self and the basic self and the importance of keeping our agreements. Check out what's happening at Insight Boston at insightboston.org. Check out what's happening globally at insightseminars.org. And certainly check out what's happening in your local Insight community. Have a great day.